Now, Tito Jackson was the second oldest of the brothers from the supergroup Jackson 5. On stage, his signature was the only member known for playing the guitar while dancing when they performed. Once the Jacksons found success in the music industry, they left their small home in Gary, Indiana, and moved to California. Once in Cali, he began going to the Fairfax High School in Los Angeles, where he met a beautiful girl named Dolores, who went by the name Dee Dee his sophomore year. Now, Dee Dee was born in New York City to Dominican parents who split up when she was a baby. Her mother and Dee Dee's 3 sisters moved to LA in 1968. In 1972, Tito Jackson married Dee Dee right out of high school, and they had 3 kids, all boys, who the world might know as the R&B pop group, the 3 T's. While Tito was on the road, Dee Dee stayed home with the kids, making sure that they had a real childhood with real birthday parties, doing sports, and family outings. In the early 90s, their sons, the 3 T's, began to rise as one of the top groups at the time, but Tito and Dee Dee's marriage became rocky around that period. They ended up divorcing in 1993, but remained good friends. Now single, Dee Dee would meet a businessman named Don Bohanna, who was 20 years older than her and who became wealthy from running hospitals and insurance companies. Don Bohanna, he lived the upscale lifestyle, owning luxury cars, a plane, a boat, and he was always in the mix with politicians and celebrities. In 1992, he opened up the first family restaurant in Watts, California, since the 1965 riots, naming the restaurant Denny's in the Hood, serving soul food. Now dating as an official couple, Dee Dee and Don began spending a lot of time together and taking their relationship serious. But according to her sons, the 3 T's, they always felt that there was something dark and cold-hearted about Don Bohanna. On August 27, 1994, Dee Dee was found dead, floating in Don Bohanna's swimming pool. Now, the story, according to Don, on what happened that night, around 11 p.m., the 2 were alone, finishing a late dinner, drinking wine, rum and coke. Hours later, around 3:30 a.m., Dee Dee Jackson went for a swim in his pool, swimming back and forth in the pool when he noticed that she seemed to be in trouble when she stopped moving in the deep end, sinking to the bottom of the pool. Now, Don Bohanna then claimed, after a series of desperate attempts, he managed to get her out of the deep end of the pool, which was 15 feet of water, and started doing CPR on her. He then called 911, and she was taken by the ambulance to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead. The case appeared to be accidental drowning, but the autopsy results suggested that the drowning may have been assisted. Her cause of death was listed as asphyxia, due to or a consequence of drowning, alcohol intake, and blunt force traumatic injuries that included over 50 cuts on her lips, tongue, and ears, a bruise on her head, and muscle hemorrhages in her neck. Now, Don Bohanna claimed the bruises found on her were the results of a desperate drunken effort to rescue her with a pool pole he was trying to get her to grab while she was drowning. In November 1994, a coroner ruled her death as undetermined, and for 2 years, the district attorney's office took no action. But the Jackson family wanted justice themselves in the name of her sons. They filed their own suit with the state attorney general, alleging that the financially troubled Don Bohanna killed Dee Dee in a fit of rage when she refused to use her Jackson connections to bail him out of bankruptcy. Tito Jackson and his sons believe that Dee Dee Jackson didn't accidentally drown in the pool because she was terrified of water and couldn't swim. Their case proved to be solid, and on November 23, 1998, Don Bohanna was found guilty of second-degree murder and sentenced to 15 years in life in prison. Since his conviction, he has been denied parole 4 times each time. She was 39 years old. R.I.P. Dee Dee Jackson.